Hello, Jesse Aram. Voice is also rattling because I have cough and cold, but question was very interesting and there are multiple perspectives. So, thought to share my own perspective and don't get distracted with all these. This is my 6-year-old, and I do like that. I think that was from the Fame and like let them trash the house, and it's not literally trash, but they are learning something. So that kind of mindset I have. I don't think I need neat and clean home, but I need them to learn more. Okay, coming back. So 2011 I came in Bellevue, Washington, and pretty much stayed in this city itself. And I changed only once my home. I was renting, and then I came to 6 years ago. I bought it. There was no plan to buy it, but we found we were looking to rent out a single family home, but we found this particular home where it met our need. 2 bedroom, decent size. It's nothing to show off, but everything like uh, it can fulfill all the need, but it cannot fill all the greeds, that kind of thing. And I think big support was my wife was also not like I need a big house. For her it was like okay, wherever we can live decently. For her son and also the people were needed, so we had to buy it in community. It was there was escalation, like price escalation, so it went little up, but even then I pay less than 20% of my monthly salary for this thing. So which is mortgage, insurance, HOA, everything. This city is not cheap, so don't get me wrong. Like it is some trashy place. I do believe like your time is more valuable than your money. So obviously, I bought it at a place where it has all the amenities very close by. Walmart less than a mile. My son's taekwondo less than a mile. We have cricket academies all over the place, maybe starting from 2 miles. So it's kind of heart of this particular area. Bellevue, nice area. It's called, it's not trashy like Seattle, because there is a lot of people taking over. Okay, so coming back, so initially I was earning 65,000 USD per year. Ends were getting met, and I was able to save very little. Then I jumped into um, H1B contracting. um, I I increased my income, but I try to keep my expenses at the same level so that I can create that delta. And obviously, I do read a lot. So, Psychology of Money and Rich Dad Poor Dad and all these books I already read. Cash Flow Quadrant is one of the other book from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Prophecy. There is another book, Dad Poor Dad Prophecy. So, coming from the same, it's not like we have to copy it, but we have to understand different mindset. Okay, so in 2016 I joined Microsoft and I got a joining bonus. I knew that it is going to be either spent in the vacation to Hawaii or something will happen. So why not take a risk and do something more constructive. So like 35 miles from here, we have a place called Tacoma. So that is where I started investing, buying single family home, renovating it, and then renting it out, not selling it, because I was not looking for the like cash at that point in time. I was thinking that if we can build something for the future, and cash flow was so those properties at that particular place and in that region, it is very strong economy, lot of inward migration, so it will not happen like your home is vacant. And then their rents are so high enough that they can pay your mortgage, they can pay your maintenance, they can pay everything. Like once you invest your money to buy the house, you are good with that. You don't have to put money into it. um, Other thing is that you have to also work on the law of numbers, that you have to have X amount, because one apple can go bad, but if you have 10 apples, then chances are like they will survive within each other is way higher. Obviously, I found a partner also. So we bought decent amount of homes in that particular region. We also thought to expand in North Carolina. Didn't work out. We have to, but they are dragging. Okay, so thing was that I I invested before I bought my primary home, so I did not had desire to fulfill my ego that okay, I need a residence, a primary residence, and then only people will think that I'm successful or whatever it is. In fact, most of my close friends came and they invested with me, so it was kind of validation that okay, nobody is seeing me like a economically low because I don't have a house. I am renting this house and stayed there for 10 years. So those things turned out good because economy was going up. That particular city was getting cleaned, and it got a lot of investment. So what happened in the process also is like, let's say I bought a house putting X amount of money. I renovated and we did everything, and after that we went to the bank and we said okay, we want to refinance, and because home value went so up, and still it was sweet spot that mortgage can be paid through the rent. So in most of the cases we were able to take out our own money, so they are like zero down. If you go in the world of investing, you will learn a lot of things. So this is called like a buy, rehab, rent, repeat, refi and repeat, and this is called a $0 BRRR because you don't have any money stuck into that deal. What will happen is that eventually I was thinking that okay, these are like little mango plant or coconut plant based on your place, so that you can imagine that these are like my retirement income. So once I retire, maybe even if I take a simple scenario that I'm going to sell each of those one of them each year, I think I retire whenever there is time to retire, and kids will get the education. I have 401k also. I have also invested in other people's deal, but it was like the same thing. So it was not like I got a lot of salary even from Microsoft, but I invested in 401k also, and 401k is like there is a cap though, but if let's say if I have $100, if I put it in 401k, that $100 company will match $50. There is a cap though. So I think cap is 18,000 or 20,000, whatever it is, 25,000 I think. So thing is that you are getting 150%. If I take that money out, then I'll get anyway 75% because you have to pay the taxes as soon as you withdraw. So what I did is I opted for 401k, and then I took the loan. I think max is like you can take 50%, 50,000 or 50%, whatever is the minimum. So I took loan, and then I did some more BRRRs, and then I paid back that 401k. Obviously, when I left Microsoft 5 years ago, then I took that, and then they call it self-managed Roth IRA kind of thing, where you can decide where you want to invest. Okay, for that there is a clause like you have to meet that threshold. Are you allowed, and are you well versed enough that you are not going to just burn your money? So I did take out all those money, and I invested in other multi-family home deals, and they turned out good. Basically, they are still invested. I get money from them. Based on economy, they go up and down. Two things what happened with this process, like seems like even if I'm put somewhere, I should be able to survive. Not because all the investments I have, but I think I will be able to find something in that particular time and place to survive. Okay, don't feel like I'm not doing anything else. I Because we are all from Navodaya Vidyalaya. I had a feeling since beginning that somebody paid their money for our education. So I have a huge respect and huge sense of responsibility that I have to give back to the community. So that is where I used to do charities for other people, and if somebody is in medical need and all those things, that was happening anyways, and it happens. Fortunately, with the grace of God, I don't feel like money is a constraint. We are able to do whatever we want to do. We are able to support people who are Sanatani, who really care about India, and then people who are here and who needs help. Not just financially, but like in other cases also. So I go out in the Bangladeshi Hindu to protect Bangladeshi Hindus also. I mean, it's not like you can be me, my family. You have to also go beyond like me, my family, my community, my country, my continent, my earth. So yeah, we have to think at multiple levels. Coming back, so this January, I started funding entire village in India. I'm from Madhya Pradesh, so I have a particular school. This is like only one school in the universe where they make all the kids ambidextrous. So the problem was that because this is very remote part of the MP, those kids were not going to the school after 8th grade once they pass out from that particular Gurukul. In the process, I found out that problem is not the kids, problem is their parents, because they don't know the value of education. So they send their kids to do all the odd jobs. So we started with the project of educating parent. Now again, problem is like there were billions of times government is thought that they will educate parents. So what is new in this one? So in this case, what I did is, or what we did is, we said to the parents, you will learn within a year, you will be like agricultural engineer kind of, where you know soil, where you know everything, you know how things work. Their very first chapter was on APJ Kalam Sahab, that okay, you have to have the curious mindset. And just because he had the curious mindset, even though he was born at a so disadvantaged place and not lot of resources, but still he became president of India. There were a lot of there was a lot of struggle like to convince those people, but now we have more than 50 people. That village has that village and the neighboring village, I think they have 1200 people in general. But we the way we said is that you will learn, your kids will teach you, and because your kids are teaching you, so kids will get the money. So think about that. You doesn't matter whatever you did in your life, but your kids, because you're learning, they are going to get the money. And 1000 rupees per month is not a small amount. Let's say after 6 months they can buy a bicycle, and they can go to the school, and then there's a gobar gas plant, and then there's a like there is a whole set of menu for them. Collaborating with I'm also collaborating with one of the Go Samhita based book writer, and he connected to his team. They are very happy to come and help these people. Also when they started learning, we found out that they have the cataract, and then they needed a surgery. So that was one of the problems. So I mean, we get these kind of little problems. So there was two-step problem. One is like don't get blocked. So there was a story of a little ant that I put out, and I put it in the YouTube, and then I shared the link also. Like, okay, if it is a little ant, doesn't matter how big is the problem, it will go around it, under it, from the sides, above it, but it never stops. So for you, very easiest solution is that get that magnifying glass. But meantime, I'm arranging. So thankfully, as I record this, we were able to identify the doctor, we were able to identify the hospital. It is not a government program anymore, because during summer they don't do that. During winters only they do the free cataract operation. And like everybody, because when you go out to help community, you will find so many other people who is willing to help. I think it's a lot of ranting about just one thing. So um, coming back, um, I feel like I'm financially stable. um, Obviously my city or my state is earthquake prone area, so like just one earthquake and it can decimate everything. But I don't have that fear. So it is like a man's it's like a alchemy, this like Paulo Coelho. So when he started, that guy started, character started, his main aim was like go to the pinnacle and find something, discover something outside, or achieve something outside. But in the end it was like he found everything inside. So even though it will be challenging if I lose everything, but I think I will not lose my attitude, my mindset, and I think with that, uh, I think I can build it. I think it is becoming more philosophical. Sorry about that. But when you were saying, so you have to take a multi-pronged approach. You have to enjoy your life, because we don't know whether we will be here next morning or not. So and not so money and enjoyment is not directly proportional. After some time it starts having a diminishing return. So um, buy $1 million house and buy a $5 million house, they are not your happiness won't be a 5x. But what I found out is that if we start investing before start consuming, that worked out really well. And then obviously knowledge is the key. It's not like I have everything, but it feels like I have everything. I mean, my kids never feel they don't have anything. Just I think I cannot turn the camera, but just this afternoon I ordered a car from Amazon. I'm learning music. My kid goes to the cricket. I have my yoga teacher. She teaches. Obviously, there is a fee. So I think I'm enjoying my life more than just focused on saving things. And I think it is part because I got sense of understanding that I think we can survive. And then obviously there are some investment. I don't know whether this is what you are looking for, but um, I'm happy to discuss if you have anything else that you want to talk. If it is helpful. Jai Sri Ram.